Convention Call. T.M. Dooley, General Secretary Treasurer. Dear Sir and Brother, the California State Association of Plumbers, Gas, Steam, and Sprinkler Fitters and Steam Fitters Helpers will hold a convention on April 5, 1908 at San Jose, California. Meeting called 10:30 a.m. in Labor Hall, 151 South First Street. Each local in the state is requested to send one or more delegates. If you do not already belong, send your delegates and become a member. The purpose of this convention is to get closer together and in securing legislation for the trade in general and obtaining sanitary laws for the small as well as the large cities. Hoping and trusting each local will send the delegates and help to better the condition of plumbing and the trade in general in California. I remain fraternally yours, John Cofield, President, California State Association.
Good morning, California, and congratulations from UA General Office. I'm Mark McManus, your General President of the United Association. The iconic structures and buildings and entertainment facilities and healthcare facilities that the membership of the California Pipe Trades built and continue to maintain and continue to build is just something that builds me up with pride. I am completely disappointed that I have not made it out there to Silverado Ranch. What a spot to be with a great bunch of folks. No matter where you have it in the great state of California, the best part about it is the membership and the rank and file and the officers of the California Pipe Trades. And I do apologize for not making it. I have to watch my my daughter walk across the stage at college graduation, and I will get myself out to California to see the local unions the best I can. But we have a great delegation from the United Association coming out. I couldn't be more proud of the general officers, and thank you so much for having faith in us again at the last 40th convention. You always want to say thank you as much, but I'm awfully bubbling up with pride, and I hope you are as well, for both Derek Kowalapai getting elected, and then moving on up to administrative assistant. He brings a West Coast presence to the general office, which is very, very valuable. And certainly Aaron Stockwell, who got elected at the convention, who handles the state of California and Hawaii for the UA so ably. So we're really, really solid and good, influential leaders. And we have a lot of new managers and new agents across the state. We have some veterans and straight line locals and combination locals. You're a microcosm of what we do right at the United Association. But, you think of all the millions and millions of lives today, but add that all these years of 100 years that you won't know that you've affected their way of life in the state of California, from clean drinking water to turning on the lights and the electric and the heat and all the entertainment, great facilities. So last thing, as an East Coast guy, congratulations to those Los Angeles Rams. The champs, man. Houday is not so. Houday would be the Rams, right? So all the Rams fans can walk a little prouder, stand up. And as an East Coast guy, I used to get my chops busted that I was a Ram guy, but not any longer. And another work of art of that SoFi California Stadium. It's just, you go to a lot of places in your life and a lot of buildings, whether they're entertainment or not, and things that just take your breath away. And the craftsmanship that is all throughout the state of California continues to blow me away. So have a great convention. Thanks.
Throughout a 114-year history that has now encompassed 100 statewide conventions, the California State Pipe Trades Council has played a key role in providing good jobs and a secure future for the piping industry members of its 26 affiliated locals in the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the Plumbing and Pipe Fitting Industry of the United States and Canada, the UA, which today numbers more than 37,000 skilled professionals throughout the state. The California Council has been able to achieve those objectives by remaining focused on supporting state and national legislation that helps improve UA members' lives, opposing anti-labor bills, and supporting those addressing issues most recently, such as water quality and air conditioning ventilation.
We are here, we're like public labor governmental relations. So we get involved in a lot of politics and legislation that goes on, looking out, obviously for all the UA members in California. That's what we do. We try to get our members the best work we can, get involved in legislation that helps improve their lives and makes it better for everyone.
The California Pipe Trades is a vital instrument in protecting the social economic structure of the United Association and all of its members in California. It's been very active in so many fights.
That legacy of the California State Pipe Trades Council is truly one of challenge and response, which began when numerous UA locals met on January 12, 1908 in Santa Cruz to form the California State Association. After naming Brother John Cofield of local number 442 in San Francisco, who would later go on to lead the UA as its general president for 20 years. As president of the new association, 15 of 25 locals in the state answered the convention call and gathered in the San Jose Labor Hall on Sunday, April 5, 1908, to officially organize the State Association. Over the next 18 years, the California State Association held annual conventions until delegates to its 19th convention on March 12th and 13th, 1926, voted to hold conventions every 2 years. By that time, all of the more than 50 UA locals in the state had affiliated with the association. However, through the Great Depression of the 1930s and World War II the following decade, during which that association was rechartered by the UA as the California State Pipe Trades Council on July 11, 1943, and then into the 1950s, the council remained a relatively casual association of locals, meeting on an irregular basis. It took its first steps towards changing that and improving its influence and capabilities in early 1953, when delegates to its 33rd convention, held April 10th through 12th in Riverside, voted to hold mandatory annual conventions of the council and reorganize its executive board. Those adjustments helped transform the council into a well-organized, aggressive, and well-funded organization that, over the next 70 years, into 2022, became better equipped to recognize changes within its industry and fight back against challenges in a timely and effective manner.
Well, they've been doing the same thing pretty much since their inception. They're protecting the work for the UA and for their members. And they're always trying to fight legislation that's against us.
This all goes back for me to the battles that they fought in the last 50 or 60 years. Plastic pipe being a big one, apprenticeship programs, parallel programs came along. We were the one craft that fought that, and we did the same thing there, and that was to protect working class people from being exploited by what we consider inferior training programs.
The council determined in 1972 that it would become a true legislative and political body, hiring a full-time legislative lobbyist, established offices in the state capital of Sacramento, and issuing quarterly reports to the locals that detailed council activities. In 1974, delegates to that year's convention established a legislative and political fund, and 25 years later, the council in 1999 moved its offices into the Senator Hotel in Sacramento, directly across the street from the California State Capitol building.
The California Pipe Trades remains a very strong and unified body that puts one voice to all the working people of the UA in California. And the reason they're so successful is that they take an active role in all legislative values that take place in the state.
In my mind, the main charge of the California State Pipe Trades Council is political action. Political action to better the lives and safety of the general public and their membership and their families. And they do a fantastic job.
They became a very powerful group over the years. And a lot of the legislation that they oppose is not just against plumbers. It's against construction workers, it's against, so they help everybody in a lot of this legislation.
Over the last 7 decades, the California Pipe Trades Council has been able to effectively assist its membership with taking on the challenges of new technologies, the balancing of environmental and economic concerns, attacks by regulatory and governmental agencies, attacks on their jurisdiction, and the rapid growth of the non-union sector of the construction industry. Beginning in the mid-70s, the Council has resisted efforts by the plastics industry to win code changes as they faced off against agents of the Plastics Institute and oil companies to reduce the use of plastic pipe in construction.
No other building trades craft fought Big Oil. The UA did. California Pipe Trades Council. Shell Oil Company was the biggest manufacturer of plastic pipe. People don't realize that, but that's where it comes from. It's all oil. It's all big money. And we did that for years and years and had a lot of politicians that put their livelihoods on the line to step forward because they respected us as an organization.
Yeah, it is successful. They stay very on top of OSHA for safety for workers, and they're on top of a lot of state issues that don't, like once again I say, it's not just for plumbers, pipe fitters. It's for all construction workers.
Among its many successes, the Council and its UA locals gained one of their most important victories in 2013 with the passage of California Senate Bill 54, which was signed into law on October 1st of that year after the state's pipe trades had backed and lobbied for the bill to be ratified. Then, in September 2016, the Council collaborated with the UA Education and Training Department and many UA local training centers to convince the California Energy Commission to approve the Council's submission to become an acceptance test technician provider in accordance with the Building Energy Efficiency Standards, a key feature of the state's Title 24 Energy Code, creating a new source of jobs for its members.
I mean, we've had some really successful legislation that's passed. It was a while ago, it was SB 54. It actually got us all back into the refineries, which now could be in trouble with the legislation and the way politics are with these anti-carbon, going net zero people. They're taking us down, or they're trying to, and we're having to defend ourselves that way too.
The number one thing going forward, I think, is we have to continue to engage our rank and file members. We have to continue to get them to understand the importance of our political activity in Sacramento and to be willing to fund that.
Leading up to the California State's Pipe Trades Council's planned 100th convention in May 2020, the outbreak of the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic forced the Council to postpone its 100th convention from May 2020 until it was safe to gather again 2 years later on May 19th and 20th, 2022 at the Silverado Resort and Spa in Napa. Regardless, the Milestone Convention is a testament to the commitment of the Council and its UA locals towards its primary mission of advancing the interests and well-being of the state's pipe trades membership, ensuring members receive health care and a secure retirement, and access to educational and training programs that safeguard the quality and safety of the plumbing systems members install, while maintaining the integrity and quality of apprentice training standards and mandatory plumbing code standards to protect the health and safety of all Californians.
I think the thing that is most powerful about the state pipe trades is it gives a united voice to all the collective personnel that works under the UA banner and even in the non-union sector in the plumbing and heating industry.
Well, just celebrating that they stay together and that they work together and that they're successful. If they weren't successful, they wouldn't be celebrating,
30, 40, 50 years ago, the problems we faced were monumental at that time. We got past them. I don't foresee any problems that the California pipe trades can't get past. They've got there's good qualified business managers and agents in this state. We have to take a back seat to anyone.
Stay engaged, stay vigilant, and help us win this industry so that our families can go and enjoy a good quality life.